Please give a warm reception to a good friend of the Tea Party movement, Angie-EFF-ski.
I believe that Illinois cannot be reformed unless the Tea Party movement is strong, active, and funded. Let's give another round of applause for Denise Gattoni. She's leading that statewide. Great job, Denise. My name is Angie-EFF-ski, and back in 2007, I founded For the Good of Illinois on 3 principles: transparency, accountability, and limited government. And now I'm chairman of For the Good of Illinois PAC to help elect the next generation of leaders who will demand transparency, accountability, and limited government. Thank you so much for being here. I believe our freedom and liberty movement is the most significant political movement in this country in the last 150 years, because we will return our government to the Constitution. And we have a lot of work to do, and sometimes those tasks, they weight us down, they feel impossible. But we're Americans, and we do impossible things. Think about George Washington. He defeated the greatest army in the history of the world, and Lincoln held the country together during the Civil War. And we beat the Nazi war machine in World War II. And Reagan, and it was said in the 1970s that capitalism was dead, that communism was the way forward. And without firing a shot, Ronald Reagan defeated communism. We're Americans, we do impossible things. That has been instilled in me very deeply. When I ran for governor of Illinois with your support in 2010, we ran strongly. We missed the nomination by about 5%. We won the second most number of counties out of the wide field of 7 candidates. And I was able to be endorsed by and walk with one of the greatest champions in the 20th century, one of the greatest champions for freedom and liberty. It was Ronald Reagan, it was the Pope John Paul II, it was Margaret Thatcher, and it was Lech Wałęsa from Poland. And Wałęsa came into Chicago to endorse my campaign with the following story. In the early days of Solidarity, nobody gave them a chance to defeat communism on a peaceful basis. And Wałęsa said the naysayers were correct. If you added up all the tanks, the machine guns, the airplanes, they didn't stand a chance. But they were victorious because they had stronger principles and they had stronger values. And we have stronger principles and we have stronger values. It's Illinois. And we are told that you can't fight City Hall, that you can't take on corruption. You are told that your vote and your voice don't matter. And it's nonsense. If Wałęsa can reverse communism in Poland, you and I can transform Illinois. So let me ask you a question. Do you believe that we can transform Illinois? And so do I. Because you and I have been given a gift. In the last 5,000 years of human history, we have been given the greatest gift. And that's a constitution that empowers people and limits government. And what that means is you and I enforce the Constitution. Right now we've got Obamacare in front of the Supreme Court. And because you and I have not elected a better class of political leaders, we're depending on the Supreme Court to call it unconstitutional. Here in Illinois, we've got a state constitution that has a balanced budget clause. And the political class has racked up hundreds of billions of dollars worth of long-term debt. Because you and I have not elected a better class of political figures. Article 1, Section 9 of the United States Constitution, as written, says that a periodic reporting of revenues and expenses should be given to the people, and I believe that in the internet age, what that means is open the books. And so that's what we did last September. We posted the pay and pensions of virtually every single public employee at every level of Illinois government, at openthebooks.com, and you can see 7 million lines of data and $250 billion worth of government spending. You can see it all at openthebooks.com.